Alright, so I think I found a topic for a video here. Something that was just bouncing around my head as I was driving home. And it's so I saw a YouTube short here. I think it was earlier today actually. And it was of I'm gonna say a couple of creators. It was of a creator couple that comes across my feed every now and again. Um well, somewhat often, right? And they're I'm just gonna call them a cute little couple, where they're two very different people. Where one's like a super history buff, like nerd, like not buff as in strong, but as in like extremely knowledgeable on the subjects, and the other one is just I don't even know how to put her. Besides, I'm gonna say quirky. All right, super quirky. She has her very obscure interests, but mostly she's just I'm going to say she is funny, but most of the time her humor is that of a sexual nature. Let's go ahead and put it that way. Um, so in a lot of their videos, it'll be she asks something like in this one where she asked him if he would rather like back in the time of like the bubonic plague, um if he would rather have syphilis or the bubonic plague, and he goes into a very deep dive of like the two different hello of like the pros and cons of each, right? Such as syphilis back then with no cure and no way to slow it down, it will literally drive you insane, right? Um, but it won't be that like, but it'll be a slow creeping thing over pretty much your entire life, whereas the bubonic plague will suck horrendously and have like a 50% chance of killing you as long as you cauterize all of the pustules essentially. So it's 50% chance of survival, and it's gonna suck for the however long you have it. But once it's gone, you're either dead or it's gone, you know. And it's not this slow encroaching insanity. And then, so typically the shorts is there's kind of like the comedic punchline, where she sets it up, he gets to nerd out for a little bit, and then she has like a punchline to where this one is well, at least with syphilis, you got your dick wet. Not worded that way, obviously. And he just kind of sits there and he's all like, God damn it. Again. But either way, it got me thinking. All right. And this isn't to like shit on anybody. It's never to shit on anybody. But like, how far removed from these things do you have to be to actually think that way, right? I don't believe that she actually thinks that way in any capacity, but I know that there are people who are, right? I've also heard like another story of now this one might honestly be fake. It might be AI generated slop, but of someone who had a buddy that was essentially outside whenever it was like 10 degrees outside, you know, and he was just in short sleeves and shorts. And he's all like, "You should probably go get a jacket on. You're gonna get hypothermia." And the guy's all like, "Hypothermia? Isn't that like an old timey like 1600s disease?" And then right there, like that, it's just all like, the fuck? How good do you have to have it to be that far removed from the natural order of things, right? To actually think that hypothermia is just gone, like it is a disease that was eradicated and not just a force of nature that happens because your body can't get too cold or you'll literally freeze. Like, I don't understand because I know that there are people that like they do actually factually think like this, and it makes me sit here and go, we have to have it so good that we have dismantled the natural order of things to such a degree that people are allowed to be this ignorant of the world, right? Like to where they see disease as like optional, right? To where they think of things as like getting syphilis being like, "Ah, but hey, at least you got your dick wet, bro." And it's like, "No, it'll literally kill you in the most roundabout way possible." Um and it's just like to think of things like that, right? Or to like I'm gonna say like the anti-vaxxers, thinking about them, like looking at vaccines like they're the devil, and it's like, how good do we have to have it as you know as a people, as not even just like as a country or, just like humanity as a whole has to be in such a good spot. Now, I'm saying that mostly because I don't know if there are people like this in other countries. I'm assuming there are in other countries like America that have well established healthcare systems that can help people and essentially just have people forget about things like what you call it, like malaria, right? Where like the mosquitoes are controlled well enough that they don't have to think about stuff like that. But it got me thinking, like there's a lot of negativity around right now. There's a lot of things that we could be doing better. Like societally, it seems that we're downtrending or we're moving backwards again, but in all honesty, it always feels like we're moving backwards. You can look at any time within the past 500 years, and the people of that time period will say we're going backwards. But we managed to just keep going uphill somehow, right? Even though it looks dire right now, we still have a lot going for us. We still have enough that the ignorant people are surviving to be ignorant, right? It is as soon as those people start entirely dropping off like flies, whenever what you call it, natural selection actually starts taking course again in the ways that it used to, where you have people actually freezing to death in broad daylight, then is whenever we have to start becoming worried again. Whenever people can't be, I don't want to say saved, but whenever the flu starts taking out people in their 30s, that's when we have to worry again. And I don't know, that just got my brain thinking as a lot of those shorts typically do. Like those ones specifically, every single time that I see one, like my brain is left just going, how good do we have to have it? Right? We have to have it pretty damn fucking good. And even though everything is always doom and gloom and the world is ending tomorrow, if you look around, we still have it pretty okay. Like we've still got it a lot better than humans ever have, right? Um so yeah, that's just kind of that's where my brain was at. Um in about 7.5 minutes. I wish that I had a little more to say. I'm sorry that I don't, but I guess see ya. We'll we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have another video idea and I'll post more than one in a day. But yeah, probably not. Don't hope for it. See ya.